Shalom, 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 Israel. This is your brother David back with a quickie. All right. So this edification is about, you know, what can we, eat? All right. Is it lawful for you to be, a carnivore like you eat meat, or is it lawful for you to be a herbivore? All right. You eat like vegetables and fruits and all of that the Most High give you. All right. So in the beginning, we're gonna go to the book of Genesis. All right. Start with verse chapter 1, I think 23. All right. So the Most High created all the animals, right, before humans. All right. He created all the animals. Right. Before we read, we're going to say, Kala Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Waka Kadash. So we have to give our praises to the Most High first, right, before we get to the scriptures. All right. So before the Most High created human, all right, he created the animals first. So they were here before us. So there's a amount of respect that we need to have for those animals, man. All right. Me personally, I'm a vegan, but it's not a sin to eat meat. All right. It's not a sin because the Most High give you the dietary laws in Leviticus chapter 11 for you to to discern what type of animals you can eat and can't eat. All right. Me personally, I'm a vegan, but I'll eat fish. All right. I will eat fish. That's the only thing I will eat. Right? Fish that have fins and scales. All right. But meat is not my thing. I'm not gonna eat meat. All right. I tried it, and I don't really condone it. All right. We're gonna read 24 until 31. All right. And he said, and God said, let the earth bring forth the living creatures after his kind, cattle and creeping thing and beasts of the earth after his kind. And it was so. Verse 25. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creep upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. All right, verse 26. And God said, let us make men in our image after our likeness. So the animals were created before us. The cattle, the fowls of the earth, the air, all of these creatures, man, that creep up on the earth were created before men. All right, verse 26. And God said, let us make men in our image after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowls of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping things that creep upon the earth. All right, so the Most High give man, which is men and women, dominion over all animals on the earth. All right. That's why when you have a pet, it submit to you. It loves you because you have dominion over that animal. All right. Verse 27. So Yahweh created man in his own image. All right. When he says God, it means power. All right. Power. Salakia for saying Yahweh. It means power because everything were created by Yahweh Shai for Yahweh Shai. All right. So we're going to get this precept right after this. All right. And he said, for God created man in his own image. All right. After the image of God, him, and male and female created he them. All right. So like, in verse 28, and it reads, all right. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and plenish the earth and subdue it. All right. So the Most High give us dominion over all the earth. All right. And he said, uh, and have dominion over fish of the sea, and over the fowls of the air, and over every living thing that move upon the earth. All right. Verse 29. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed. Bearing seed. All right. Every herb bearing seed, which means every type of herb that you can actually have seed, that have seeds in them. All right. That you can create more. Because every herb got seeds. How you going to make more? All right. Which are upon all the face of the earth. Which are upon the face of all the earth. And every tree in which every in the which is fruits of a tree yielding seed to you shall be for meat. So the Most High in the beginning he gave Adam, you know, uh, you know, um, the trees to eat. The not trees but fruits come out of the trees, and the herb. That's what he gave him. He did not tell him to go and kill animals and eat. That's the beginning. All right, that's in the beginning. But things changed after they sinned. All right, it was, and from the beginning, God did not give us animals to eat, but everything changed after Eve sinned. All right, and it says, um, and it says, verse 30, and every beast of the earth and every fowl of the air, into every beast of the earth, into every fowl of the earth of the air, into everything that creep up on the earth. All right, the Most High stuck into them right now, to everything else, not including human. All right, there is life because they are alive, right? You will agree that animals are alive, right? I've given every green herb for meat. All right, did not give them for us to eat. He give them meat, also herb also to eat. Everything: lions, cattle, wolves, birds. He give them herb to eat. Fish, like you can see when you go in the bottom of the sea, there's herb under the sea that grows under the sea. All right, those animals supposed to be eating herb. They're supposed to be herbivores. All right. In the beginning, that's how it was, and it was so. All right. So you see, this is a problem because now animals eat other animals because sin was the beginning of all things. All right, everything went crazy after Eve sinned. All right, I made a statement earlier that God that they were speaking of in Genesis is not basically Yahweh. It was Yahweh Shai. Uh, Salakia. Let me find this precept. Yeah, I was close. I was close. I was close. Oh yeah, it's right there. I was close. Colossians chapter 1 and verse 5, verse 15. Who is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of every creature, which means Yahweh Shai, right? He's the firstborn of every creature, every spirit, everything. All right? Verse 16. For by him were all things created, and that are in heaven, all right? Not Yahweh, but every spirit, every angels were created by Yahweh Shai. That's why he's the king, he's the first fruit. All right. For by him were all things created, and that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers, all things were created by him and for him. All right. Yahweh Shai created everything by him and for him. All right, for him. The earth were created by Yahweh Shai and for Yahweh Shai because he's the king. He's gonna rule over all the earth. All right. So, like I said earlier, after Eve ate the fruit, everything went crazy. All right, because in the beginning, God did not give us meat to eat. He gave us the fruits and herbs bearing seed. All right. Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and verse 24, and it reads, all right, for the women of the women became, for the Salakia, of the women came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. All right, even the animals were created to be immortal. All right, men were created to be immortal, but because of Eve sinning by eating that fruit, which is the devil ideology, the serpent's ideology, it's not really eating the fruit. All right, basically, we can get deeper into that. You have to, if you're still thinking that Eve ate a fruit, you're still in Christianity, brother. And he said, you see, and through her we all die. All right, everything dies because of the women. That's why animals are so defensive when we come near them, because they know humans, we are a plague on this planet. We are a plague. All right, we destroy everything. Everything was in harmony until Eve ate that fruit, and everything went crazy. All right, all right. And when we go in the book of Leviticus, I'm not saying it's wrong for you to eat animals. All right, all right. When you go to the book of Leviticus, all right, the Most High gave Moses, after we sin, right? After Moses is after Adam, right? After Adam, Moses received the deity laws, because now we were eating anything. We were eating everything that we find, all right? Animals, all of that. We found ways to season them, to eat them. Now these laws had to be made. That's what we can eat. We can't eat swines. We cannot eat pig. All right, we cannot eat coonies, which are like bunnies and possums, rats, and all of that. We cannot eat those, but we can eat, fish and scale, fish that have scales and fins and scales. All right, and we cannot eat vultures, ravens, owl. There's a certain birds we cannot eat. You can go and read it on your own. All right. Those are the dietary laws. Like we all know this, right? The dietary laws. But let's continue with the lesson. All right. So when the Most High comes back, everything gonna come back to order. All right, everything gonna be back to order. Okay, let's prove that. Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 6. We're gonna start at verse 6. All right, it said, the wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion, and the fatling together. All right, so we're gonna find the young lion and the calf, which hunt each other right now on the earth. You will never see a lion and a calf playing together, man, because the lion will eat the calf, man, a young calf. All right, they will lie together. All right, they will be together, and the little child shall lead them. All right, a little children, which you can't even trust around a dog right now. All right, will lead those animals, man. All right, verse 7, it said, and the cow and the bear shall feed. All right, their young ones shall lie down together. Yeah, the young bears and the young, um, and the young lion, the young cow, like a cow with a bear kid, like the little children, gonna be lie together. These animals eat each other now. All right, because everything goes crazy after Eve sin. But after, when the Most High comes back, sin gonna be out of the picture. It's gonna be immortality, and every animal is gonna be in harmony with each other. All right. And the lion shall eat straws like an ox. All right. Straw mean herbs. All right. They're gonna be eating herbs of the ground. It's not gonna be eating meat anymore. All right. You're not gonna be scared of an animal eating your children. You're not gonna be scared of a lion hunting down, your child, man. Because they're gonna be herbivores. They're gonna eat herbs, man. The Most High give them from the beginning. Like I read that in Genesis chapter 1 and verse 30. All right. Let's further prove that it's precepts upon precepts. It's supposed to be precept upon precepts.
The book of Job, chapter 5, verse 22. He said, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither thou shalt be afraid of the beasts of the earth. You're not gonna be afraid of the beasts of the earth when the kingdom is here. You're not gonna be afraid of a lion attacking you. You're not gonna be afraid of a bear attacking you. You're not gonna be afraid of a dog chasing you down the streets, man. All right. Verse 23. For thou shalt be in a league with the stone of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. All right. Every beast, man, is gonna be at peace with you. You're gonna call a lion over and pet it, touch his head, touch his tail. It's not gonna bite you. It's not gonna hurt you. You're gonna have your little children playing catch with a lion, man, with a big lion. It's not gonna eat him, eat the children because he's a herbivore. All right. Let's further prove that. Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 16. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left of the nations that came. No, that's not the precept. So like it. Revelation. That precept saying that every other nation is gonna be, praising the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. When the kingdom is here. So yeah. The Revelation chapter 21 and verse 4, and it said, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, nor shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. So former things are like, past things, which are going on right now. You cannot be around a bear. You cannot be around, a dog that you don't know. You cannot be around, a lion, a wolf. All of these things gonna pass away. The Most High will wipe out all tears from our eyes. All right. So you see, like in the kingdom, everything gonna be back to normal, the way it's supposed to be, like from the beginning when Adam was created, where every animals and everyone on the earth eat fruits and herbs on the ground. All right. So with that, I'm gonna close out. I'm gonna say, Ba'Shem Hamalak Mashiach Yahweh Shai Haman.